All right, so this is a quick video on how, for SubTo deals and seller finance, how we decide how much cash can be given to the seller and agent. And it's not as simple as a 10% entry, because if it cash flows 50 bucks a month, or negative 200, or a positive 1,000, those are all very different. And so that's why it can't be as simple as 10% entries, like 10% of the purchase price. They're not all created equal. So here's an example. Copy paste the address, and then we're also looking at the bed bath square foot. So we use Rentometer. You'll do same bed bath plus minus anywhere 250 to 300 square foot, and then pick the house, and then whatever the smart settings are, like the radius, look back. I think Rentometer costs like $100 a year or something. And so right here it told us it costs, for the market rent, a 12-month rental is $2,300. So then next we're going to this calculator here. So we know market rent was $2,300. Pretend that the PITI, so monthly mortgage, is $1,800. Principal, interest, taxes, insurance. And then just pretend this doesn't have HOA or solar for simplicity. So the cash flow is $500 a month. What we found just through a lot of wholesale transactions and just really understanding what investors are willing to pay, a lot of investors want a 10% cash on cash return because it's close to the S&P 500. And then also there are maintenance and stuff like that show up throughout the year, contingencies. So we've just found that it needs to at least hit a 10% cash on cash. So the way we calculate it when we're looking at a possible deal is right here. So before wholesale, we reverse engineer. So in short, it needs to hit a 15% cash on cash before we add our wholesale fee. So in this example, if something cash flowed $375 a month, so the market rent minus whatever the costs are, total costs, $375. Here's the annual cash flow. So we use this example, and then we can identify how much we could pay for this. So based on the numbers, you just type in the monthly cash flow here, and then this one is just 500 times 12 months. And then it automatically tells us our total cash to agent and seller is 40,000. And then you decide how you break that down, how much is going to the seller, how much to the agent. And then each scenario is always different. Sometimes they have a ton of equity. And so there could be a silent second with equity, or you can even, if you want to get real complex, we can add seller financing into this, but this is the basic example. Pretend it's a lower equity deal and they're just trying to get some cash at closing. This is the basic way of calculating that. Again, it's not hard and fast. You could ask a lot of people the same question. Ask 10 people, you get 20 different answers. This is just based on our own experience, what we found works and what buyers are willing to pay.